Good morning. I've just got to work and I forgot to say good morning in the car park. But before I take my coat off, I wanted to show you that I'm wearing my Sophie scarf that Nicole sent me from Germany. I love the Sophie scarf. It's just the perfect size. It was 2 degrees this morning. I had to scrape my car window. Very happy that it's knitwear season. Anyway, it's Friday. I'm going to get myself set up. I'm going to go and get myself a cup of tea. I'm feeling not very motivated this morning and I need to be a successful human today. So I'm going to get my Pomodoro timer all set up. I put a link to that in the vlog I did where I answered questions because a lot of people asked which one I was using. It's just a simple Pomodoro desktop. So I'm going to get a cup of tea and do that. Get myself motivated. Actually, I meant to say as well, we were looking at your comments over breakfast this morning. Thank you so much for all your positivity about Phoebe's cookie tutorial. She is delighted. And a few people, it's worth checking the comments because a few people had some tips and tricks, but also there was a Christmas cookie recipe added in the comments as well. I haven't written anything down, so apologies for not saying your name, but I've spotted it this morning. I just wanted to mention that. So yeah, Phoebe's very, very pleased. Right, tea. Oh, look at this light. It's a bit cinematic and dramatic, isn't it? Love it. It's 10 to 6. I've just got home from work. I don't think I filmed anything. I remember talking to you in my office this morning and then filming the morning light in the window, and that's about all I remember. It was a really busy day. I was really determined to be productive and I got everything done that I wanted to get done, plus I made a start on some other stuff that I wanted to do, but we were also short on our volunteers that come in to help with front of house. So I was out on front of house a lot, which I really enjoy. It's a slightly different aspect of some of the things of work that I get to do, you know, talking to visitors and keeping an eye on things. And we had a bit of a tricky situation as well that we had to deal with, but that all ended well. And yeah, it was just a day. A good day though, and productive. I'm not back in now till Thursday because my days have changed slightly. Dan has gone back to university. He is doing a degree and 2 Wednesdays a month. So every Wednesday he's studying and in lectures, but 2 of those Wednesdays he's actually at the university, which is on the other side of London. So he has to go in. So I've swapped, so I go in on the Thursday, so I'm here on the Wednesday. Very complicated. It's one of those juggling family situations, and that'll be until he's finished his course. I'm very lucky that my boss and my work are extremely flexible and very understanding, so I'm going to do 2 weeks Wednesdays, Fridays, 2 weeks Thursdays, Fridays. So it's quite nice. It's nice to shake things up a bit. Anyway, I have already done my vlog because I edited it last night and it's uploaded and the thumbnail's done and it's all done and dusted. So I've got no editing to do. Dan cooks dinner on a Friday because Friday night is pizza night, homemade pizza night. So I am going to put on my pyjamas and go and sit and do either some knitting on my cardigan that I'm making or some crochet on the cowl that you've seen me making. If you can hear buzzing in the background, by the way, it's the dehumidifier. We've got that on because we've got some washing hanging out. What else did I want to say? Oh yes, I've noticed from the comments, I'm still a bit behind on comments, but I did have a little look, that people were talking about the naming my car. So I had said I was thinking of maybe Doris, maybe Dolly, maybe Doris for Doris Day because there's a DD in the number plate. And there was lots of votes for both. Lots of votes for Doris, but I'm wondering if she's a bit cheekier than a Doris, that she's more of a Dolly. And then someone said, why don't you just go for Dee Dee, which I quite liked. I like the idea of Dee Dee. That sounds like a cheeky little name and it matches her number plate. So I haven't decided yet. I think it will just come naturally as time goes on. Oh, right, I I'm I'm going to repeat myself and say I'm going to put my pyjamas on. Let's light some candles for the evening, shall we? Love this. I got this at Flying Tiger. Oh, they had bigger ones as well. I just adore him. It's definitely a him. Lovely. Don't really like scented candles in the evening, so we'll leave that one. That one needs a new candle. We can light this one. I'll pop the pumpkin on when it's a bit darker. We need to get some more tea lights, I think. When I was upstairs just now, I dropped my camera and I panicked because this camera is very delicate, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's it. I've dropped my camera and it landed in a pile of yarn. Couldn't believe my luck. I know I have a yarn issue, but on this occasion, it saved my vlogging life. Hello, Dan.
Hello.
How's the pizza making going?
Going okay. I'm just looking for the mini Hoover.
It's in the living room, I think. So Dan's in the middle of rolling out pizza bases. We often get up. Let me put this down so we're not wobbling about too much. Got the tap in view there. Yeah, so we often get asked about this. So we used to do 2 types of pizza, a sort of more deep pan one for the girls and a thin and crispy one for Dan and I. Yes. But the girls actually started to prefer the thin and crispy, didn't they? And they're quicker and easier as well. So that's what we have, the 3 of us now. Me and Phoebe.
Yes.
And I will link the recipe underneath. It is a YouTube recipe by Emma's Goodies, and it was actually it's called something like the under 50 calorie a slice or something. Anyway, it's supposed to be like a low calorie one, but really it's just a good recipe for a really simple, thin and crispy, which is how we like it, pizza.
Yes.
Yeah, really, really nice. Just as it's a nice, simple, tasty base that you can just make up with all your favourite toppings, and it's really quick to do as well. So I fancy a bit of chorizo on mine. I normally have all veg, but I'm not in the mood for loads and loads of veg today. I didn't even have my daily banana that I normally force myself to eat. My body obviously just needs something else.
I bought ham and chicken for mine, and I'm fancying tuna. I don't know if I've got tuna.
It's all gone wrong. How cosy is that? Still haven't turned my Waitrose pumpkin on, but I will. I'm watching lovely Dominique and Marie, the Bull is the Answer podcast. I just love catching up with them. They film it live, but I'm always at work when they film it, because it's usually in the afternoon on a Friday. So I catch up, and oh, funny lighting. Look how much I've done on my cow, the One Skein Wonder Cow by Fibre and Fox. Excuse the terrible lighting. But I've done loads. I've reduced down now to a 3.25mm hook. This is a tulip hook that lovely Rel at the Dabbling Hook sent me once to try out, and I have to admit it is a very, very good hook. Thank you, Rel. I'm loving this. I'm really enjoying it. I just think it's lovely. I've really got into the rhythm of it. It seems to be working up satisfactorily quickly. My little blobby thing is keeping me company. Yeah. It's now coming up for 7. We're going to go and put the toppings on the pizza and cook it, and I shall continue to crochet as we do whatever we do. I think we usually watch a film or something. See how we feel.
Nonetheless, results speak for themselves.
Oh, it's about 11 o'clock at night. I would normally finish the vlog a lot earlier than this, but we've been, well, we watched Only Murders in the Building. Phoebe's caught us up, so we watched it with her, which was handy for me because I got to go over everything again. Work it all out, not that I can. There, we enjoyed our pizza. What else did we do? We ate some of the chocolate from Germany.
All of the chocolate from Germany.
Oh, some of us finished it off. The cat's been really soppy and cute and has just been on the sofa with us all night. We don't have a cat. And then Dan and I finished off the night after Phoebe went to bed watching Ludwig, which actually I think Phoebe would really enjoy, which is a BBC iPlayer, well, BBC programme with David Mitchell, who we love. Sorry if I'm wobbling the camera, I'm sort of balancing it, my arm on my knee. And we loved it. The first episode was brilliant. Dan fell asleep a little bit towards the end though, so I think we're going to have to watch the second half again. Oh my goodness, loved it. So I'm really looking forward to that. And this is going to be a pretty boring and short vlog today, I think, because it's now late and we're going to bed. And on that note, I will see you tomorrow for Saturday. Thank you so much for watching, even on boring days.